YouTube, it's your girl Resia Jae, and I'm back with another video. This is part 3 of my 4-part series for the Feel Good Fridays. I am so excited to have you back. If this is your first time ever landing on one of my videos, I ask that you pause the video, go and subscribe, come back, watch the content, and then leave me some feedback. I really appreciate the feedback. And for those who have been watching me for a few months, I just want to say thank you for always coming back and thank you for supporting me on this journey. It is super excited to have you guys as my tribe. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with the people that you know and the people that you love. Guys, as you guys know, I have been keeping my word and doing this series. I have a 4-part series that's called Feel Good Fridays, where we talk about self-care and things that we can do as individuals to promote self-care. Guys, self-care is so important. It helps rejuvenate us, it helps regulate us, it helps give us the momentum that we need to keep going. It brightens up our day, it changes our mood. It really does a lot for our emotional regulation. You would not know how important self-care is until you just stop doing it. And I'm so happy that I'm here to tell you guys about why it's so good to do self-care. Before we go into series 3 and the third topic, I'm going to recap. The very first thing that I shared with you guys is about doing something for yourself. Finding something that you love and doing it for yourself. For me, it was buying myself a monthly subscription because my #1 love language is receiving gifts. So that was something that I did for myself. #2, I spoke about praying and planning and just having gratitude and how that can change the perspective that you have, and it can change your mood, it can change your outlook on things. And today we are going to talk about #3. #3 is all about, can you guess? Can you guess? I'm going to give you 1 second. Can you guess? #3 is all about rest and relaxation, guys. As you can see, I have on my pajamas. I have on my pajamas today. The reason why I have on my pajamas is because I could not do this series without letting you guys know how important it is to take some time to rest. If you are a believer, a Christian, and you believe in God, something that the Bible tells us is about having a Sabbath day. If you are a Jew by any chance, you practice Sabbath as well. I believe every religion under the sun believes in rest, believes in the importance of solitude and silence. And I think it's simply because resting, truly resting, gives you an opportunity to silence everything around you, the distractions, the chaos, the hurt, the good times, the bad times, the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and just become one with your God. For me as a believer, resting really means getting some rest, giving myself the okay to turn off the social media, turn off my phone, get in bed, cozy up, fall asleep probably, read my word, write out my goals, my prayers, but most importantly, not doing anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. As a mom of 2, it's hard to find an opportunity to rest. As a wife, it's hard to find an opportunity to rest. As a student, it is really hard to find an opportunity to rest, especially if you are anything like me. I am a perfectionist. So I want straight A's. Yes, I want straight A's. I want to make sure that I'm not compromising my integrity by doing the wrong things for the straight A's. So that means I have to study. But guys, I'm big on procrastination. So how does that work? With rest. When I rest weekly, I have the energy to keep going. So where I would be tempted to do the wrong thing, I'm like, no, I don't need to do this, because if I do it the right way, I can rest. Guys, I don't know what else I can share about resting, but the truth is, resting gives you the opportunity to recalibrate. We're not like computers, we're not like machines. But as human beings, we need to recalibrate. We need to give ourselves the opportunity to breathe in and breathe out, to inhale and exhale. I remember when I was having my kids, how anxious I was to meet them. And while in labor, I didn't want to rest. And I remember my midwife in Germany saying something to me, like, if you don't rest, you're not going to be able to do this. So close your eyes, even if you don't sleep, because rest is not sleep all the time, but rest. Even if you don't sleep, rest. And I remember laying in that hospital bed, listening to the calming and the relaxing music, closing my eyes, and for a second, probably was a little longer than a second, just resting and allowing myself to feel every contraction and allowing myself just to take a step back from what was going on, but just being still. And I remember when it was go time that I was so thankful that I had that experience. And now as a person with multiple hats, I am seeing how important it is to rest. I used to tell my husband all the time, like, I'm the queen of sleep. I used to sleep all the time. But sleep is not resting. Resting is really like silencing yourself. For some, it's meditation. For me, literally resting means getting in my bed, writing out my thoughts, closing my eyes for a second, and allowing the Holy Spirit to deposit things into me that I probably wouldn't have heard if I was in the hustle and the bustle of life. Yes, sometimes I fall asleep because I'm tired, because I'm human, but resting rejuvenates me. It really recenters me. It gives me a new focus. It gives me it's like it gives me my third win. I'm ready to run the race a little faster and a little stronger because I took that opportunity to just rest. So guys, as we are contemplating the things that we can do to practice self-care, I wanted to encourage you guys to take a day of rest. You may not be able to commit to 24 hours right away of silence and solitude, but take an hour or 2 hours a day in any given week and say, this is the day, this is the time that I commit to resting. I'll be honest, I tell people that my rest day is Saturday, but there's a lot of things that I may have to do on Saturdays. But I do know that if I take 2 to 3 hours on the Saturday and I rest, and that rest is not just for me, it's for my entire family. My kids rest. And resting for my kids means laying down in a quiet room and allowing Alexa to read audiobooks to them. And it does something for their mood. It helps them to calm down for a second. For my husband, rest to him really just means literally sleeping because he works hard. But it is something that we all practice in my home now, especially with COVID, especially with the climate of the world right now and the hustle and bustle of not knowing what tomorrow holds. We try to take an opportunity, even if it's just an hour or two, and just rest. Rest in our thoughts, rest in our maker, rest in our feelings, but most importantly, silence everything around us and allow our minds to find peace. So I hope that this video encouraged you to take some time to rest. And as always, I would love to know what you guys are doing for self-care. So drop it down in the comments. Let me know what it is that you do and how you do self-care. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, a great month. And until next time, peace, love, and Jesus.